welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. This is a Datejust turnograph. They list it as a Thunderbird. It's got a very retro look to it. It's an old watch. It looks like an old watch. Very different than the 6-digit turnographs. A lot less polishing. And I kind of like the bezel on this one. It's got a really cool dial. It's actually a double nickname dial. This is a linen dial, but it's also a pie pan dial. So a pie pan linen dial. And pretty good price on it, but a little too vintage for me. All right, so that turnograph is probably the best thing in the video. Maybe we'll sneak something else good in at the end, but the horological horrors of Fukuoka, well, here's a horror, all right? Well, I think this is supposed to be like a Christian Dior knockoff, but it doesn't stop there. This is also a Rolex Explorer knockoff. Of course, it's quartz. It's got the 1269 dial as opposed to the 369 dial. The advantage of this, of course, is you get the date. That's right. Now, do you get 2.5% magnification? No, you get about nothing. But you still have that Rolex Cyclops, which is not Rolex. It's just a Cyclops. And so this is trying to do a lot. It's trying to be a Datejust. It's trying to be an Explorer. It's trying to be Christian Dior. And I think it pulls it off pretty nicely. Now, you don't get the Rolex coronet, but you do get a crown of sorts on the dial, and you get it on the clasp, too. This nearly perfect watch has one deal breaker, the hollow end links.
Check this out.
All right, here we are in the Chica in the underground, and here's a clock courtesy of Seiko. We'll wait till 3 and see what happens. So it looks like a mechanical clock. It looks like there's a lot of mechanical things going on. And it kind of reminds me of one of those old toys where, you know, the figures would move and it was all like machinery and stuff. And you've got that guy to crank out, you know, a tune. You've got the bells there. And I was really looking forward to this guy right here, ringing the triangle. And we'll see. We'll see. Imagine the iconic Submariner, only better, only more ornate. Well, here it is, right in front of your eyes. Now, this takes a page from the Sea Dweller, the 40mm Sea Dweller. Look at that, no Cyclops, just an unobtrusive date window there. Of course, this is quartz. Now, this reminds me of finding a Submariner that was engraved on the internet. It was 5,000 USD. This was just like a couple months ago. And I was going to get it. I mean, it was really nicely done by a famous engraver who usually does guns. Well, come to find out, you send him your watch and you pay your 5,000 and he'll do that for you. So, oh well, I bet a lot of people are like, $5,000 sub, awesome. I don't care if it's engraved. Well, here's the budget version. Here I am trying to rotate the bezel, but it didn't move, so that right there was the deal breaker. All right, guys, well, here at Watch Symposium, we try to keep it real, and I gotta say, that was pretty lame. And I was hoping the boy with the triangle was gonna ring out 1, 2, 3, you know, being 3 o'clock, but didn't happen. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but there was like fabric on the figures. That was a sign that we might have something a little fake. Anyway, we don't have like a mechanical marvel here, but thank you, Seiko, for making something that at least appeals to children somewhat. A couple kids watched it, so kind of lame, but oh well, right? Not worth waiting 20 minutes for, but I did it for you guys. We've come full circle. We're back to looking at turnographs This one's a Geneva. It's not a Rolex. And this isn't a date just. This is a date just. And I bet you're begging right now for that previous old 5-digit turnograph. This one's modeled on the 6-digit turnographs. And man, those were lemons. I'm surprised they were ever cloned, but here is one. Our last horological horror comes from Casio. Now that's surprising. Casio is a pretty good brand. Now check out those bezel markings. This is a rotating bezel. You can use it like a compass, like an alpinist, right? Wrong. All right, well, this is a fixed bezel, so it's totally useless. Come on, Casio, you know better. As promised, a little something extra for all of you who stuck through this freak show. It's a first generation Batman, and this is a pretty good price. I mean, it's less than 20,000 USD. I mean, you get on Rakuten, you can't find anything for less than that when it comes to the ceramic GMT Master 2s. But here one is in Fukuoka, box papers. Again, it's the first generation, so it's got that older movement. Who cares? And it's got the oyster bracelet. That seems to be the more desirable bracelet option, even when you're talking about the 126710 BLRO or BLNR. So there you go. It's a beautiful watch, and I bet this has gone up in the last couple weeks. Actually, it's probably sold, but if not, yeah, they've probably priced it up. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, drop a comment in the comment section. Take care, and I'll see you next time.